Hello people, welcome back to Follow That. So, the Vigilante and the Cluckin Bell finale. Here we go. So, obviously what it wants you to do is start the mission here. But that gave me the thought, what happens actually if I go somewhere else and try and get one of my vehicles and try and clear them out that way? And I've been obsessed with the Vigilante lately. So, I thought, well, let's call it up. Bring it in and then see if I can drive the Vigilante outside and use its auto-targeting to clear out those guys in there. So, unfortunately, if you are by the mission, it won't let you call a personal vehicle. So that gave me the idea, well, hold on, well, what happens if I go outside? Let's go to Fort Zancudo, jump over the fence, steal a jet, so that's not a personal vehicle. Let's bag one of these Fort Zancudo jets, and obviously the gates are locked. The game tries to stop you going in, but we're wise to that. There's always a way. Right, so let's go and get a jet. See if we can use the jet to clear them. It looks like no personal vehicles, it seems, because that has been programmed to stop you doing it. Why? What difference does that make? I mean, so you've got to go inside, haven't you? Now, of course, there is the obvious problem here. This is not a good place to land, and I think that was pretty inevitable. So let's call that a fail. I don't think there's any way I can get the jet round that angle. But we're not done there. Let me show you the extraordinary thing that happens. This is what Rockstar have programmed into the game around your personal vehicles. Now you can't open that lorry, but now, if you notice around here, there's no cars until you get to, it's like a spawn area. So once you get to this point on the main road, at this distance, whatever it is, like half a mile or so on the game, then vehicles start spawning in. Now, I was thinking of trying that jet again, and then I thought, well, hold on. Actually, if I'm outside that radius, can I actually call in my Vigilante? So I boarded a jet, so I didn't realise I was just going to crash. And look, yeah, so when you're outside that area, so this is basically where the cars start spawning in, then we're in business. You can get your personal vehicle. So let's go and give that a try. Obviously the gates are locked, but that does not stop the Vigilante. In fact, the only thing that will stop it is that water that I'm about to land in. So, it's been quite a long attempt at doing this. But I think we're okay, We're going to land in this body of water instead. Right, we're in business. That tree will slow us down. Right, let me show you what happens. Right, so I'm driving up. I get to the edge where the cars spawn. Watch what happens. That's not me stopping. That is the... Oh, boom. Look at that, so I've still got the skid marks there. So the game basically will stop your personal vehicle. That is so bizarre. Stop your personal vehicle and despawn it. Right, so now I'm outside that area. I can get another personal vehicle in. So just to show you that spawn area, I'm going to try and go around the side this time. See if I can get there via the train tracks. Now, look at that. Do you see? It just despawned. Because I'm inside the area. It despawned. Even though it spawned within that map, which is the nearest point, because I entered that area, I mean, this is just nuts. There we go. So there I can spawn it in. So I'm outside that area of the map. What? This is pretty nuts. I was pretty broken. All this to stop you getting your personal vehicle. Right, so now it's spawning outside that area. I can go and hopefully, there we go. Yeah, I can get in it. So let's give it a try along the train tracks. So I'll have to go in a kind of big loop round and let's see what happens. I have a feeling you know what's probably going to happen here, but let's give it a go. Right. Here we go, so on the train tracks, heading for the finale. There's no auto-targeting yet, we're pretty close. I think is that as close as, yeah, same distance. There we go. Boom, it's gone. No skid marks this time. Okay, they won't let me use my personal vehicle inside that radius, but don't worry, there's more that I can do. There we go. So just with the beauty of editing, I've now cleared the entire space. And I am doing the escapes. Let's go and escape. Now, what the game wants you to do is it wants you to use the getaway vehicle that you sourced, which obviously is parked around the corner. But you don't actually have to do that. Because I'm in this area, I can't spawn my personal vehicle, so I'm going to need to use this getaway one. Can't get in that truck. I don't think you particularly want to. There we go. It's actually pretty easy to escape from this speed. You can basically just run, particularly if you've got the heavy armour. There we go. Right, now then, it wants me to have this getaway vehicle. But we will start on that. I will show you there is an easier way, which I think is probably true for the history of every GTA mission. Across all of the games, I think there's always a little cheat or a hack that you can do, sometimes intended, other times not. So, let's go along the train tracks. It's obviously a perfect way to escape. I think this was the Merryweather vehicle that I got, the one I shot from the heli, which is the hardiest. Right, so once you get outside that area, you can then spawn in your personal vehicle, and you don't need the getaway vehicle. And of course, the Vigilante being absolutely awesome. So you can't call in your service vehicles. Go. Oh, it's too easy in this thing. You can't call in your service vehicles, your helicopters, your planes. So I could actually go to Fort Zancudo here, jump over the fence and finish it in a jet. But this Vigilante, there we go, the auto-targeting missiles will just wipe out any problems that come my way. Only limitation is I think it's limited to 30 missiles, but that will easily get us home. And I think the only weakness from this that I've found is you have so much fun blowing up the police cars that you end up not getting rid of the wanted stars. So I've gone to go and quietly hide over here, get rid of the wanted stars so I can go and finish the mission, deliver the loot to Vincent's locker. Oh, I tell you, since I've got this Vigilante, there is so many uses for it. It just makes almost every mission when you're out and about on the map, outside of a room, just so much easier. I think the Sparrow always used to be my favourite vehicles. It spawns right next to you, auto-targeting. The auto-targeting on this thing is even better. The way they go around corners, I mean, it just makes missions just so much easier. So you've got to get one. They're very, very, very expensive. But I think if you've got the money, it is worth it. It just transforms the gameplay. And it's not, you can request it in almost all circumstances, unlike that craziness of the spawn area. Cheers.